What is happening everyone, the Radiohead Stories here, and today we've got a couple of stories from r/ Tales of Neckbeards. Today's stories are actually going to be Legbeard stories, which is the female equivalent of the infamous Neckbeard. So sit back, relax, and enjoy some juicy cringe. For those who don't know, a fujoshi is technically just a person who likes to read homosexual male fiction. However, fujoshis have made a bad name for themselves, fetishizing homosexual male relationships and being internally homophobic. They often view homosexual men as sexual objects and call them things like, "my sinful uwu dirty babies." Also, many of the yaoi manga that they read portray unhealthy abusive relationships between the main characters. It's also not uncommon for them to sexualize underage boys as well, reading stories of them being violated, molested, and often raped by older men. It's generally not a good portrayal for men in the LGBT community, and most gay men will agree. Some do enjoy yaoi, but those who believe there are no bad, toxic things in the yaoi world are delusional. They also tend to be misogynistic, hating and brutally despising towards female characters in TV shows, manga and anime, just because they are girls. Let's get a rundown of our cast first. Roxas. Me, 19 female, a college freshman who is studying Japanese. Enjoys a bit of anime, is considered the baby of the friend group, would like to do fashion in Tokyo. E. Our Legbeard, 22 non-binary, a college senior, fujoshi, fetishizes teenage boys, studies Japanese, and wants to move to Japan. A. 22 male, college senior, dad friend, has known E since senior year, a good guy, also studies Japanese and would like to work in the biomedical field. B. 22 female, also college senior, also studies Japanese, would like to be an English language teacher, absolute sweetheart. N. 19 male, a close friend from the semester before, also a college freshman, art student, loves memes and anime, constantly exhausted. So our story begins between two of my classes. I see my three upper class men along with N sitting at a table together in our student union. I sit down and begin our conversation as usual, talking about life and what was going to happen during that week's Japanese club. Somewhere along the line, the conversation began of what characters in the popular anime, My Hero Academia, we liked. I told E that I love Nejire, who's an underrated female character in the series, and that I relate to her personality a lot. E then goes on to bash the character, claiming she was annoying and didn't matter at all to the story, how she was significantly less important and strong to her two male counterpart characters. I brought up the fact that I didn't really like people who would discredit Nejire and rant about how two males, Mirio and Tamaki, are meant to be boyfriends, even though the show's about heroes and fighting crime. I said, I don't like that fujoshis have made the show about shipping the male characters together. And E went off on me. E started yelling at me in the union in front of our friends. I'll try to quote what they said, but at some point I tuned them out and put my headphones on to listen to music.
I hate anti-fujoshi. They're the most homophobic people I have ever met. They are so ignorant and rude and never respect anyone. People who hate fujoshi are basically fujoshi themselves because they probably read BL,
Boys love,
fiction themselves. Also, Roxas, you should know that the plural of fujoshi is fujoshi, not fujoshis. Aren't you studying Japanese? Do you call multiple sushi sushis? Do you pay attention in class at all?
By that point, I put my headphones in. I don't like confrontation, and when people begin to raise their voice at me, I tend to armadillo. I looked at my phone and saw I had texts from all three of the other friends at the table. They were asking me if I was okay and sending me wholesome memes because I looked distraught. A ended up leaving at the beginning of E's rant because he didn't want to listen to E's enraged babbling. After about a 10-minute rant about why I, a bisexual woman, am a homophobe and I supposedly hate gay men, E left the room. A came back, and N and B looked at me, asking me if I was alright. A told me that E acts like this a lot, that they do not care about your opinion if you disagree, and that if you have a different opinion, that you are wrong and will always be wrong. It doesn't matter if you fight back, because if you do, then E will yell at you more and begin insulting you and make you feel horrible about yourself. It's a lose-lose situation. Later I learned that E enjoys reading yaoi hentai of young boys, the shorter type of boys, then tries to claim it's okay because they are fictional. What makes me even more uncomfortable is that when E studied in Japan, the job they signed up for was to help teach English at a Japanese elementary school. The mouse signed up with no ill intentions, but it's definitely suspicious if they read fictions of young males getting violated on the regular. That's the story so far. I'll make more posts as the semester goes on if anything happens. Today I bring you the story of a Legbeard. Yes, as shocking as it is, some women can be just as bad in the cosplay community as some men. Apologies in advance for any mistakes. I'm on mobile. Characters. Me. 23 female, short, attractive looking, not to brag, cosplayer who's done sexy cosplays before and in a happily committed monogamous relationship. Yoko. Mid-30s, female, great photographer friend of mine. Legbeard. 22, female, slightly chubby cosplayer who wears too tight / revealing cosplays to family friendly cons. Somehow has a boyfriend. The story. This takes place in October, which is the spooky month, and that means horror events galore. I'm attending a local horror-themed convention dressed as Amanda Young from the first Saw movie. Yes, reverse bear trap and all that I made myself. I'm just hanging out with my friend Yoko, who I haven't seen in a while. We had just finished shooting some pictures outside of my cosplay, and I'm in a good mood. Then, the Legbeard strolls over. She is wearing a Suicide Harley Quinn cosplay, because, of course she is. The shorts are way too short on her that you can actually see her underwear poking out underneath it, and the top fits her more like a crop top than a t-shirt like it's supposed to. Even with fishnets on to help hide it, it was fairly obvious her legs were not shaved. Now, I'm not trying to be mean, but this girl has a certain reputation in our local community, and it's not a positive one. At one point, I'd even called her a friend, until I learned she enters cosplay competitions and lies about making her cosplays. That's a big no in the cosplay community, and as someone who has competed and been a judge for contests, it's a pretty big insult to me. So already my mood dampens by just seeing her come over. Anyways, she strolls over and chat is pretty friendly at first. I don't like causing drama, so I just play nice and hope she'll just leave on her own. Now, something I should mention. Legbeard has made it known to me that she has had a crush on me. When we first met 2 years ago, she told me she'd fuck me, but I told her I had a girlfriend at the time, and she seemed to back off just fine. She tried asking me out again when things didn't work out with my girlfriend and I was single, but I told her no. So now I currently have a boyfriend whom I'm very happy with. I only mention this because it's a prelude to what happens next. Legbeard suddenly brings up the topic of some of my cosplay photo shoots that are, well, not safe for work. I'm not nude in them, but I am wearing sexy lingerie. I'm not ashamed of my shoots, I do them because they give me confidence, and it's something I enjoy doing as a cosplayer. Yoko, who happens to be a lesbian, tells me I look good in them. A nice compliment, nothing odd. Just one girl who likes girls telling another girl she looks attractive. Legbeard takes the conversation too far. She tells me how sexy I am and how she wants to fuck me. Let me remind you, she and I both have boyfriends at this time. She then continues on to say something that makes me cringe every time I think about it.
Your pics make me want to ask your boyfriend if I could just borrow you for like 10 minutes. Or he can join us. I don't mind.
Something about the word borrow rubbed me the wrong way. I'm not something to be borrowed from my boyfriend. Not to mention how she just casually mentioned she'd be fine with a threesome with me and my boyfriend, while she had a boyfriend herself. Yoko seeing my face that clearly read, "Did you really just say that?" just laughs it off as a joke to try and ease the tension. Legbeard doesn't stop though.
I'm serious. Anytime you want to have some fun, let me know. Also, I think we should really do a shoot together. You can be my Ivy. It will be so sexy. We can make out and everything.
At this, I've had it. I tell her, "No, I'm not interested in you, Legbeard. You've asked me out before and I've told you no. I'm with my boyfriend and we are happy together. You need to respect that and just stop. You have a boyfriend too. and I doubt he'd be happy to hear you're trying to hook up with other people. After that, she huffs as she has had the right to be offended by any of this.
I was just trying to compliment you and show you I liked you. You don't have to be such a bitch about it. God, clearly from your track record, you like girls more than boys, so I don't even know why you're with your boyfriend in the first place. I treat you so much better.
And with that, she storms off, leaving me and Yoko grateful she has left our presence. I continue to see her the rest of the con, but actively avoid her. However, I notice she tries to enter the cosplay contest. She ends up not even placing in the contest. No surprise, since it's a horror-themed convention and she came dressed as a comic book character. However, I did see her talking to others later that day about how unfair it is that she didn't even win, and how her Harley Quinn was 100% screen accurate. No, it's not. So she deserved to win. Clearly, she feels entitled to everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's video, please do consider liking and subscribing. It does help me out a lot. That being said, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.